Hello and welcome to Shad's Voice, my series that I would get a random topic to talk about, and usually from a random topic generator. But I've been coming up with my own topics recently, which I'm also allowed to do. And I talk about it until I can't go anymore. So, this topic, well, basically, 2022 is ending, which another year is always seeming crazy. It goes by fast before you even know it. And with all the things happening in the world, you just sometimes just can't believe that it's over. But I'm not going to go really talking about what's happening in the world, but 2022 as a whole for me. And I'll just say, well, I don't make New Year's resolutions. I don't. I'm one of those people who probably, if I did, I would not follow through with them ever. So I just don't. And so the next year brings whatever it brings for me, and that's how I just deal with it. But 2022 has been an interesting one for me, and I don't even know where to start. But I think I'm going to start probably with the fact of my new job, which can't say it's really that new anymore, but my second one that I've had since being 18, 19, a long time ago, because I was almost at my first one for 7 whole years almost. And this one in January 16th is going to be my first year anniversary. But so I've talked about it a few times. My last job, without going into too many details, um, physically and mentally changed me. And for a while, that was bad. It was very bad. It damaged me to the point of I thought I wasn't coming back from it. Um, like mentally and physically, I felt like I was not doing great. And it mostly began with like targeting. I Someone had basically a target on my back, and always, and it wasn't just her, but she had always an attitude and two-faced and stuff like that, which wasn't great. Um, and being physically worked to death, basically, that every boss probably thought because I could do almost anything, I could be worked to death as a scapegoat, and like I had no life. So it's like I was always working long days. Um, Felt like hardly any time off for myself, and then if I did, well, my sleep schedule was screwed. Uh, to the point of insomnia, I would think. Very bad. And I still apparently can't have a fixed sleep schedule, but at least I can say I sleep now. But there was so much, and it got to a point, especially within quitting that job last year in August, um, when I've seen a lot of the people that I loved working with leave, all within like a 2 week time span, and me being the last one, basically, of a long line. Um, it was just insane, and like, yeah, it hurt a lot, and it sucks because I loved a lot of those people. But one day I just kind of woke up and well, probably woke up at like 4 a.m. at a 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. shift, one of those. Um, and I said I was done and I was going to put in my 2 week notice, which being my first time doing that, well, I guess I just didn't do it in the standards that I was supposed to, but maybe someone should have been more sympathetic about that, but apparently not. Well, when you've been at the same job for 7 years and that's how you kind of grew up, so to speak, you had no idea probably how to quit your job in the first place. Well, as stupid as that sounds, well, that's what happened. So it took about 2 to 3 times for me to officially put in my 2 weeks. And, not only is that embarrassing, but it's like, well, you're giving me more reason of wanting to do it. But what and but things had this affected me mentally, just being mentally drained, feeling a rage inside of me, as well as depression. But mostly the rage, it got to the point that I felt like it was bad and it was terrifying, and it's like, this isn't me, and I don't know what's going to happen if it keeps going this way. So, like, my depression turned to rage, and I thought I would probably fight someone or worse. So I got to the point that I needed to leave. And it was hard saying bye to especially the residents that had known me so long and knew me as a good waitress. Like I said, I waitressed and they loved me and they were a big part of my life too. I loved them a lot and I hope they knew that when I was leaving. And I'm sure they still maybe think about me, but I don't think I'm going back. Well, um, yeah, I had to make that change for myself. And after doing that, well, I took off a few months because it's like I had enough money, especially getting my unpaid time off back. That my PTO that I didn't usually always use, I got quite a bit of money back from that. Well, I was good for a few months, but I was off longer than I intended to be. Yeah, but I was still trying to find a job. I quit in August. I think it was about December, January was the time I was trying to find another job. Tried several places, got a few interviews, but apparently they didn't like me or something. I mean, they never called back, they never hired me. Well, such is life, right? Eventually, it took me 4 or 5 times to end up where I'm at now, currently, which retail was something I didn't want to do, but it was it was on the bottom of my list. Same with the like working fast food places, but I was like, I'd be fine maybe in a waitress position at a restaurant because I've done it before. And you'd think, oh well, maybe with the experience they take me, but no, apparently not. Well, so retail, which if I knew how much I would love the people I work with now and how great my boss is, I probably never would have had it on the bottom of my list. I probably maybe would have gone there sooner, but I mean, they say things happen when they do for a reason. And now at my 11th month, almost 12th, almost a full year, it's changed so much. I mean, I know I'm still healing from my last job, and some things are still insane that I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe all the people that absolutely love me and my boss being as awesome as he is, man, I wish he could be here. That's what I wish I could like get him on here and be like, you need to listen to this, but it's fine. I don't. I mean, I try to express to him how much he's made a difference in my life, but maybe he doesn't quite know it yet as much as I want him to. I don't know. Maybe he'll never know, but that's fine. And um, almost a year later, which the bad thing is, I was almost fired. Not by him, not by my boss, but the whole freaking upper management for something stupid. Me being sick and not very badly sick. It wasn't COVID, but it was some kind of viral thing that had me bedbound for about 4 to 5 days and in very major pain in my head. But you're supposed to have like a leave of absence approved of this, and because I haven't worked there for so many hours or haven't worked there long enough, well, I didn't get that approval, and especially did not come until the last day of my leave of absence that I wanted to take off. So, long story short, I was almost fired at 8 months. But I'm still here, and thankfully, because I love my department, even though not everything is great outside of it. And hopefully, I mean, I've been through quite a few changes already from, I guess, things that were happening even before I started that is life changing for the people that I worked with. And it's good to have seen them happy about it. And yeah, I'm just being there for that change, even if I wasn't a part of it. One of the crazy things I think is mostly feeling that appreciation now that I felt like I did not have before at my last job. And it is very life changing to the point that like I said, I still do not believe it and that it's happening to me. It's like, where have these people been all my life? Maybe I should have been here, but sometimes you're there as you need to be and not nor no sooner or no later. That's kind of what I believe. It's when it's supposed to happen. So I got it when I got it because that's how I was going to get it. That aside, moving on, I guess, to this aspect, aka this YouTube thing, quote unquote, this YouTube thing, which I've maybe said before, I think on recording. I remember specifically saying it with Phasma with Muha, this YouTube thing, which I never would have expected to blow up as much as it did. It's not like hugely, but hugely for me that I have so many subscribers now. It's like, why? I don't get it. And thank you, all of you, for that. And if you're listening, you're subscribed to me. Thank you. If you're even listening to this at all, well, thank you anyway, even if you're not subscribed and you found your way onto this particular Shad's voice. It makes a difference. And I get, like I said, I wasn't trying to do it professionally or make it a like a job technically. Uh, Maybe it's gone a little overboard that it's not quite the hobby I wanted to uh like I wanted it to be a hobby or just like randomly something I did once in a while. Well, because I liked recording and recently gotten into commentary. Maybe it's not as recent as I think it is anymore. Um but it got to a point that I was mass uploading quite a bit, and I know for a while it was tiring, and that's why it's like I needed to take a break, a breather after I was done with Inscription, and because I know, like, but before that, it was like, uh, it was Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, and then Back for Blood, then Inscription, all long series that kind of took quite a bit out of me. And I mean, I love gaming, and for sometimes I didn't I don't get a lot of time to game. Uh, on my PS4, I only have certain nights a week I can, um, or days, and so I would like record, get everything, uh, sent over, and then upload when I got the chance and it was good quality for everybody to see. And yeah, that took a lot of waiting and that took a lot of uploading. And uh and then yeah, Phasmo is still a go-to once in a while, even though I'm sort of getting tired on that, and it's probably that is my largest playlist right now. But it's like, man, I wish there was more to it because now it's kind of getting boring, but I mean, that happens. But it's like, yeah, I don't want to quite start another giant series yet because I still need that rest. Because for those who don't know, I'm also a creative person. I draw, which I haven't been doing with this whole um, uploading on YouTube thing. I've taken so long off from drawing to do the upload thing and the gaming thing that I still feel like I am lacking the motivation or inspiration to actually draw. I mean, I'm still having some of it because I love drawing like Evangelo or Jello, as I call him, from Back for Blood. Still, the worst part is with my love of Darksiders and always being like a Darksiders artist, I haven't been making Darksiders inspired art, and that hurts a lot more for me, but that's been happening for like the last year too. Um, sorry, I'm adjusting my chair here so I can move. There's just things that I used to focus on that I haven't done yet, which sucks, but maybe I'll get back to it. Another one of those things is writing, but I mean, I've always taken a long hiatus from writing, but I think it's the drawing thing that's taking the most on me right now. It's just like, man, I want to draw, but I just don't know what to draw, and I don't want to take the time to do it anymore and stuff like that. But do know I do enjoy making these videos, and maybe it's just I need to make probably a lot more Shad's voice, maybe because it's like just talking it out or talking, and it's getting very hard to come up with these topics. I mean, I'm looking through the random generated questions or topics, prompts, and they're not appealing to me. So I think that's why the last few has been like from myself as just like, okay, this is random, so I'll make a generated topic, quote unquote, generated from my head, and I'll just go from there. And it's worked. Um, so yeah, and like it's kind of difficult knowing because it's like I want to make sure, well, kind of want to keep uploading for you guys who are listening and making a difference to my channel that I didn't have before. But it's like I also don't know what to upload. And I My laptop, sadly, is not a gaming laptop. So for the most part, any game series might be coming from my PS4 rather than my laptop in general and recording. So that's only for like Phasmo. And I want to try to start Raft, but I don't know if my potato top can handle it. I don't know yet. And there's just not enough time or scheduling I can do with working around like playing Uno with Muha and Bod, and I want to get another one of my friends in there, and we just don't have the same schedule, so it's very difficult. So, and I do apologize if you're like looking forward to me playing games with my friends, but life happens. That sucks. And yeah, um, next year, I don't, like I said, I don't have a plan. I can never plan. Next year will bring what it will bring for me, and who knows what that's going to be. But obviously now, well, I have this channel to look over, have some videos, uh, probably still bit more gaming. I don't know, I still don't know where my next game series is going to be. Um, just, I hope I can keep you guys entertained. I would think it's like, I hope, okay, one thing I do hope for next year, I get to communicate and talk to a lot more of you, talk to you guys a lot more, and be able to like have conversations or answering comments and stuff like that, because that's something I really want to do, but that's okay that you guys aren't responding to me, and that's fine if you don't want to. I'm not making you, but it would be a lot more fun to have that viewer communication, and because I would hope to be able to actually chat with some of you because you're giving me the time, and I'm grateful for that. It's like you're just sitting there and listening, which is fine. Like I said, fine. Excuse me. But I think, well, so if there's one thing I do want of 2023, man, it feels weird to be saying that, um, is to communicate with you guys more. And you communicate to me, I'll communicate to you. Maybe you'll let me know more of what you want to see and maybe give me ideas of what you want more of me. And because if I'm able, I would love to make that happen. I just need ideas. And because, like I said, I did not try to do the big YouTuber thing. And I still don't imagine I'm gonna get that huge, as especially the people I watch was on a daily. I don't even get time to watch a lot of YouTube videos. Unfortunately, work is taking up most of my day, so coming home and I have about 4 hours or so before I go to bed, and that's why I'm up late too, because it's like I feel like I was supposed to accomplish something before I go to bed, which is bad. So, yeah, it's difficult to balance those things with work and life in general. I think I'm losing my voice. I must be talking too hard or too much or something. But I hope 2023 brings good things for me, for my friends especially. Like I said, shout out to Muha at Muhakma, the Dragon Knight. Subscribe to him. He's helped me build my channel. Help him build up his channel. Vaughn, that I've known her as at Lacking Creation. Friends that are helping me, uh, also Vaughn streams on Twitch at Lacking Creation. Look her up too. Um, be there, support her. Um, Amazing people. I've known Bond for over 8 years. Muha, I just hit my first year with. But amazing people, love them to death. And I want to see them succeed. And for some reason, it's just me getting more subscribers to the point that it's crazy. I don't know why. I don't know why. What are you guys doing to me? I didn't plan for this to happen. But sometimes that's what happens. And as I've been known, for some reason, I have this stupid effect on people that they just fall in love with me, and not like romantically, I hope. I don't know. But like somehow I can make friends easily and people love me. It's like, but I've always been the loner type, and it's just like, I don't get it. But 2023, I'm hoping, I don't know, I'm hoping to better myself, that to the point that I'm just a little more out there or something, and I'm not a loner or introvert that much more. I still think I'll continue to be mostly quiet in situations. I can't change my voice. That's one thing I know. I don't think I'm going to be able to shout or have a loud shouting voice, kind of like the level Muha's on. That was never me. So, yeah, but if you listen to this, man, it's almost going to be a 30-minute video. I think I've had some long Shad's voice before, but this is going to be probably the longest one. But yeah, it's almost the end of the year. It's not quite there as I am recording this. This is still before Christmas, but yeah, so much is probably coming. I just don't know what yet, and I hope you guys are still there for whatever it is, and I hope to do better things. And yeah, but thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. The time this gets out, it will probably be closer to the end of the year. Thank you again for the 100th time. I will see you in the next one. Bye.